Assalamualaikum and hi. I am Wana and we will continue with question 1. Iskandar Remy, an accomplished chef, is currently employed with Pasta Panas. He is 23 years old and hopes to open his own cafe in 5 years. Fortunately, Iskandar Remy won first place in the cooking competition and received 20,000 in cash. He chose to invest all of his prize money in an investment scheme with 2 banks to consider, as detailed below. MY Bank has an interest charge of 5.89% compounded quarterly, while ME Bank has an interest charge of 5.8% compounded monthly. So for this case study, we will use the compound interest formula, which is S equals to P 1 plus I to the power of N. P is the amount of investment, I is the rate per interest period, which is K over M, and N is the total number of payment, which is M multiplied by T. So the question is, A. For each bank, how much will Iskandar Remy have in his investment account after 5 years? All the information is given in the question. MY Bank, the value for P is 20,000, K 0.0589, M equals to 4, and T is 5 years. And as for ME Bank, the value for P is 20,000, K 0.058, M 12, and T 5 years. Next, we will insert all the information given in the formula. For MY Bank, 20,000 will be multiplied by 1 plus 0.0589 over 4 to the power of 5 multiplied by 4. And the amount of investment in the account after 5 years will be 26,791 ringgit 51 cents. And as for ME Bank, 20,000 will be multiplied by 1 plus 0.058 over 12 to the power of 12 multiplied by 5. And the amount of investment in the account after 5 years will be 26,709 ringgit 88 cents. For question B, how do interests differ? To answer this question, we will have to find the amount of interest for both banks. We will use the formula I equals to S minus P. For MY Bank, the interest amount will be equal to 26,791 ringgit 51 cents minus 20,000, which is 6,791 ringgit and 51 cents. As for ME Bank, the interest will be equal to 26,709 ringgit 88 cents minus 20,000 ringgit, and the answer will be 6,709 88 cents.
Question C. Based on the interest values, which bank should Iskandar Remy pick? Iskandar Remy should pick MY Bank because the amount of interest earned is higher than ME Bank. Question D. After 2 years of investment, the bank changed the rate to 6% compounded monthly. How much should Iskandar Remy receive at the end of 5 years? Based on this question, the first 2 years of investment is still using 5.89% compounded quarterly, and then calculate the next 3 years, which is equal to 5 years of investment. The first 2 years is S equal to 20,000 open bracket 1 plus 0.0589 divided by 4 close bracket to the power of 4 times 2, and the answer is 22,481 ringgit and 6 cents. And then calculate the next 3 years, which is S equal to 22,481.06 open bracket 1 plus 0.06 divided by 12, which is compounded monthly, close bracket to the power of 12 times 3, and the answer we get is 26,902 ringgit and 65 cents.
So for case study 2 is about annuity. What is annuity? Annuity is a sequence of payment made at a regular time intervals. Example of annuity in our life such as house rents, installment payment on automobiles, interest payment on money invested, and mortgage payment. So the question state two alternatives. The first alternative is to take 1,500,000 gratuity and invest in some in an account that's pay 1% compounded monthly. This way she will receive 7,000 each month until the account is empty. Joining a private retirement plan is another option. Under this plan, she will get 700,000 every month for 25 years. And the question asks, which option should Aisyah Hijriah choose? So we carry out the main information from the question. That is R is 7,000, A is 1,500,000, M is 12, and K is 0.01. So the first option, we use A formula, substitute all the information into the formula, and we find the final answer, that is T, that is 20 years for the first option. So the second option state that is 25 years time of investment, and Aisyah Hijrah should choose second option because it has a longer time investment, that is 25 years. So for question B is calculate the monthly payment and the interest charge. So this question has a down payment that we need to settle first. So minus the down payment first, that is 20%. And the A we get 60,000. We use the formula A to find the R, that is the monthly payment. So for the interest, we use a formula I equal to Rn minus A, and we get that answer, that is Rm 8,019.
So, if she wants to settle all of the loan immediately after paying for 3 years, number one woman, how much additional payment does she have to make? Okay, now we're gonna find the A, that is, so we put the R is 1133.65, for the big bracket 1 minus, for the bracket 1 plus I is 0.0505 divided by 12, close the bracket, to the power of negative 24, and then divide by I again, that is 0.505 divided by 12, and then close the bracket. So we got the answer 25827.12. We go to C2 Roman, how much interest is paid? Okay, first of all, we're gonna search for R for 3 years first. So we take 1133.65 times by 12 times 3, so we get 40811.40, and then that's the amount of 3 years, and then we add with we got just now for the 2 years, 40811.40 plus 25827.12, and then we will get RM66638.52 for the R5 years. And then for the interest, we're gonna use the formula I equals to Rn minus A, that is 66638.52. We minus it with 60,000, and we will get RM6638.52. So we move to D. If she has not paid her first 3 monthly payments, how much should she pay on her fourth payment to settle all outstanding areas? So we're gonna use the formula S equals to R, open the big bracket, open bracket, 1 plus I, close the bracket, to the power of n and minus 1, divide by I, and then close the big bracket. So here we're gonna find the S. So the R is 1133.65, put the big bracket, 1 plus I, 0.505, divide by 12, close the bracket, to the power of 4 because of the fourth payment, and then minus 1, divide by I again, 0.0505, divide by 12, close the big bracket, and then the final answer we're gonna get RM4563.31.